Wrestling family, they finally did it. They finally gave my guys the Street Profits the tag team championships after waiting 4 years for it to happen. That is a lot of patience. My Chicago brother, Montez Ford, he deserved it. Angelo Dawkins, my guy, even though he's a Bengals fan, you saw what the Rams did to the Bengals. That's neither here nor there. He deserved it. These guys deserve it, and I love this for these guys. This is so dope. This is so dope. So before we continue to talk about them, I want to do this first. I want to give a quick salute to the fans in Barcelona, bro, because you guys were so amazing tonight. The energy, the passion that you guys displayed tonight, you made this show much more fun to watch. And I love when WWE goes to these other countries that don't get an opportunity to watch them live weekly like us privileged people do in the States, because once that happens, you know, they come out, they bring the energy, and there you can see the level of appreciation they have for the show. Like, to us, we're like, you know what, this is another episode of SmackDown. To them, they're like, we don't care what you think about this show, but we gonna make this feel like it's a WrestleMania. And they did the best they could tonight, and they did a fantastic job at this. So thank you, Barcelona. Hopefully you guys get more shows coming your way. Now, about Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford, again, it's been 4 years since this happened. I'm so happy that they finally pulled the trigger on them getting these tag team championships. But the only thing in this moment, and it's not a complaint, it's just a critique, that I would love for them to change is their theme song. Their theme song. I loved it since NXT, Black and Gold era, when they came up to the main roster, when they had the cups and it was, hyping up the crowd. But we have to get rid of this remixed, Unity theme from Team Bad. We got to get rid of it and turn it into something more, serious, just to match up with their theme. I mean, they've been having leather, black on, black snake outfits on, or whatever, black bear coats. You have to have something to kind of fit more into that. And then the colorful titrons, we can mute the colors just a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's just a little bit too bright and too excited, given what they're wearing once again. But the reason why I'm really scared about that is because if I speak that into existence, then Triple H... he's gonna give the reins to a couple of people that I think have no business touching it, and that is the people who go by the name of Def Rebel. Okay, I don't want them to be in charge of anything from this point on that involves something playing in my ears. I don't want my ears bleeding, bro. I'm getting older. I can't afford my ears being bleeding. I don't recover like I used to. I don't want to make that risk with Def Rebel. If Def Rebel come out a theme song and it does not work, do exactly what AJ Styles did and pull the plug on that, and let's go back to the original. I'll be fine with that at that point. But hopefully they'll find the opportunity to do that. But I also want to do this, guys. I want to talk about the tag division as a whole on SmackDown, because if you've been watching my channel, you know that I've been complaining for a while of how they treat the tag titles, of how they made the tag division feel like it's unimportant for so many things, like the Judgment Day title reign with JD McDonough and Finn Balor, or what they did with the Bloodline and them holding the titles for a story plot, as opposed to worrying about how you elevate the tag division and add more prestige to those titles. So if I'm going to be the person to complain about that much, I got to give them the praise for whenever they do it the right way. And so far, I can't say the same about Raw. They got some weird stuff going on. But on SmackDown, the Blue Brand, the best thing they got going on between the two of Raw and SmackDown is their tag division. And in WWE, on that division, they have been trying. They've been putting the effort in. This tag team division no longer feels like it's non-existent, guys. It doesn't feel like DIY got stuff to do, even though they just lost the title. Street Profits got something to do. Pretty Deadly, Los Garza, like they're always in some type of match. I mean, they've been hot potatoing the title, but that's perfectly fine if the end goal, if the execution is to elevate this division and add more prestige to these titles. They are going in the right direction, and to finally give the Street Profits a title, they definitely did the right thing. So overall, if you don't already know, in conclusion for this, I'm excited about this. I love this. I cannot wait for the match at WrestleMania. You guys know I'm a huge tag team buff, but I love it, man. I love it. Anyway, moving on to something else that I absolutely love tonight on this show, and it was a match between Gunther and Axiom, FKA A-Kid. Now, when Gunther came out, I didn't expect Axiom to come out. I did not expect it. I thought Gunther was going to come out, talk about Jey Uso, badger and harass the crowd on the microphone, and then out comes Axiom. And you know what? This was match of the night. This was a PLE level match. I mean, if you want to talk about plot armor, Axiom in Barcelona, that is like god tier plot armor. This guy picked out a pins from Gunther. Not only that, this guy reversed a Gunther chop. And I'm not talking about he just ducked under it. He grabbed Gunther's arm and said, no, this arm is mine, and started turning it around like a Tetris piece. Like, I don't remember the last time I've seen somebody do this against Gunther. The person who is booked as a strong wrestler, but also your world heavyweight championship, for someone to have that much amount of offense in a match against him is crazy, but I love it. I love it. And Axiom just looked fantastic in this match. This is probably his best match in WWE by far, even going back to when him and Gunther had some things happening in NXT UK. But overall, this match right here, personally, you know, outside of the fact that the Street Profits won their title, just as far as the in-ring, this was my favorite match of the night. I really, really did love this match. We also had a situation with B-Fab and Charlotte. Now, although I'm happy for B-Fab being on TV, we already know why this happened. We know that this was going to be a situation just to kind of forward the feud between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair, which that's what happened. You know, we end up getting a brawl between Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. I don't know why they brought out all security, the ones who were in the lunchroom and people who was on orientation. They had like 50 security guards to stop these two women, and neither one of them could stop them. So I don't know if their hand-eye coordination is bad or they need to upgrade their training, but either way, they couldn't stop these women, but they kept brawling. And even when they had the Miz TV segment between Cody and the Miz, of course, they were still fighting. Like, they just kept fighting over and over and over. Now, here's the thing. This one has kind of the same issue that I have with the Gunther and Jey Uso situation. Not necessarily that I hate it. I know we're going to get a fantastic match between these two women, but it's like, what can you do? Because you already did the breakaway brawl. It's already happened. So now, between now and WrestleMania, it was about, what, three and a half weeks from now? What do we do to enhance, you know, just the hatred between the two women? What do you do to make this more interesting? We gotta wait to see, but overall, I can't see what they can do at this point. This feud and the Gunther and Jey feud, they're both like feuds that feel like, you know what, let's just hurry up and get to the match. And that's what I feel like the both of them. The other thing that I saw that was interesting tonight, we had a 6-man tag match between the Bloodline and Braun Strowman, Jimmy Uso, and LA Knight. You know, it was interesting. It was what it was. Nothing really too special. Nick Aldis, you already know that he absolutely loves 6-man tag matches, and he's going to book them however many times that he's going to do it. The other thing was Alba Fire having the outfit, you know, having her and Piper Niven look like secret agents, like Agent Smith from the Matrix. I don't know how much I feel about this, you know, this whole situation here. I know Zelina Vega is going to get probably attacked by the two of them. This will probably turn into a 6-woman tag match one way or another. They'll probably involve Michin and B-Fab, and then it'll be them three versus Alba Fire and Piper Niven and Chelsea Green at some point, but that's just here or there. And the other thing is having Paul Heyman come out. Paul Heyman coming out was an interesting thing. I was kind of surprised that Roman Reigns didn't show up, and because they're out of the country. These people don't get to see WWE that much, so it would have been cool for them to be able to see Roman Reigns in person, but they didn't get to see that. And the final thing I want to say, guys, and I'm sorry I'm speeding through this, I'm a little sleepy right now, is the two vignettes we got. One seeming like it was Rey Fenix, which I think is absolutely was him, and the other one that looked like it could be Malachi Black with the number 4. Now, I don't know what that 4 stands for. I don't know if it means 4 SmackDown, so he shows up, or what the case may be, but we're going to see that happen when it does happen. But I'm happy that Rey Fenix is there. It's kind of interesting that if it's going to be him, why didn't they have him go to SmackDown or have him go to Raw? Because the rumors were they were going to bring them back as the Lucha Bros, him and Penta. But maybe they want them to see them have a solo career on both brands and then kind of move into that in the future. But it's going to be very interesting to see what happens there. But overall, I think SmackDown as a show was a really good show this time around. They put a really good show for the fans of Barcelona. WWE did a really good job. So let me know in the comment section, guys, what do you guys think? Did you guys love the show? Did you hate the show? I would love to hear what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Salute, peace, have a great day.